Jimin of BTS has once again proven his unrivaled influence in the global fashion scene as he graces Vogue Korea February 2026 issue with an extraordinary 7-version cover project. The release immediately ignited massive buzz across social media platforms, with fans and fashion enthusiasts alike praising Jimin's unreal visuals and artistic presence, many affectionately calling him a real-life living doll. Each of the 7 covers presents a distinct concept, showcasing Jimin's remarkable versatility as a fashion muse. From soft, romantic styling with ethereal lighting to bold, avant-garde silhouettes that push the boundaries of high fashion, Jimin effortlessly adapts to every mood. Despite the contrasting themes, all versions share one common thread, an almost sculptural beauty combined with deep emotional expression that draws viewers in at first glance. Vogue Korea described Jimin as an artist who communicates emotion without words, a statement that resonates strongly throughout the editorial. Close-up shots highlight his delicate features and expressive eyes, while wider frames emphasize fluid body lines and graceful poses. The result is a visual narrative that feels intimate yet powerful, an editorial that blurs the line between idol, model, and contemporary art. Following the magazine's release, phrases like "living doll Jimin," "Vogue Korea King," and "human Chanel energy" quickly trended worldwide on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and global fan communities. Many fans noted that Jimin's visuals in this issue feel less like a typical K-pop photoshoot and more like a luxury fashion campaign curated for international runways. Fashion critics also responded positively, pointing out Jimin's natural understanding of editorial storytelling. Rather than simply wearing designer pieces, he embodies them, using posture, gaze, and subtle movement to elevate each look. Industry insiders suggest that this Vogue Korea feature further cements Jimin's status as one of the most influential fashion figures to emerge from K-pop in recent years. This February 2026 cover arrives at a time when Jimin's global reputation continues to expand beyond music. Known for consistently commanding attention at major fashion events and brand campaigns, his collaboration with Vogue Korea is widely viewed as a defining visual moment, one that reflects maturity, artistry, and timeless appeal. Ultimately, Jimin's 7-cover appearance is more than a magazine feature. It is a statement of identity and artistry, reaffirming his position as a global icon who transcends genres. With this Vogue Korea edition, Jimin doesn't just appear on the cover, he transforms it into a living piece of art. Beyond the striking visuals, the February 2026 Vogue Korea feature also highlights Jimin's growing creative maturity. According to the magazine, he actively participated in shaping the overall mood of the shoot, offering ideas on expressions, movement, and atmosphere. This collaborative approach resulted in an editorial that feels deeply personal, each cover reflecting a different facet of his identity rather than a single fixed image. The styling throughout the pictorial further amplifies this narrative. Luxurious fabrics, sharp tailoring, and delicate textures were carefully balanced to complement Jimin's physique and natural elegance. In softer concepts, flowing silhouettes and muted tones enhanced his ethereal charm, while darker, structured looks emphasized confidence and quiet power. Fashion observers noted how seamlessly he moved between vulnerability and strength, a contrast that has become one of his defining traits. What truly set this Vogue Korea issue apart, however, was the emotional resonance it created among fans. Many described the covers as timeless and museum-worthy, praising the way Jimin's expressions conveyed longing, calm, and introspection without the need for dramatic poses. The term "living doll" gained traction not only because of his flawless visuals, but because of the almost unreal stillness and precision he brought to each frame. The 7-cover project also reflects a broader trend in the fashion industry, where idols are no longer seen merely as celebrities, but as storytellers and cultural symbols. Jimin's appearance aligns with Vogue Korea's recent push toward more artistic, concept-driven covers, reinforcing the magazine's position as a leader in blending pop culture with high fashion. International attention soon followed. Global fanbases shared scans and previews across platforms, while fashion-focused communities praised the editorial's cinematic quality. Some industry voices even suggested that this issue could influence how future K-pop collaborations with luxury magazines are conceptualized, placing greater emphasis on narrative depth rather than visual impact alone. As Jimin continues to evolve as an artist, this Vogue Korea February 2026 feature stands as a milestone in his fashion journey. It captures a moment where music, emotion, and visual art converge, presenting him not just as a global star, but as a muse capable of redefining modern elegance. With 7 unforgettable covers and overwhelming public response, one thing is clear: this is not just another magazine appearance. It is a defining chapter in Jimin's legacy, one that will likely be remembered as a benchmark for idol-led fashion editorials in years to come. Another compelling aspect of the February 2026 feature is how it subtly reflects Jimin's artistic philosophy. In the accompanying interview, Jimin spoke about the importance of restraint and silence in visual storytelling. Rather than relying on dramatic gestures, he emphasized the power of stillness, allowing emotion to surface naturally through the eyes, posture, and breath. This mindset is clearly embedded in every frame of the editorial. Vogue Korea's creative team echoed this sentiment, explaining that the shoot was designed to feel almost cinematic, as if each cover were a paused scene from a larger, unseen story. The minimal use of props and clean backgrounds ensured that the focus remained entirely on Jimin's presence. This approach not only elevated the editorial's artistic value, but also highlighted his ability to command attention without excess. Fans quickly noticed the depth behind the visuals. Discussions across online communities analyzed each cover individually, interpreting themes such as solitude, rebirth, elegance, and quiet confidence. Many pointed out that the 7 versions felt like different emotional chapters rather than simple styling variations, an observation that further fueled praise for Jimin's expressive range. Industry experts also weighed in, noting that multi-cover projects of this scale are typically reserved for figures with undeniable cultural impact. By choosing Jimin for such an ambitious February issue, Vogue Korea sent a clear message about his standing not only in K-pop, but within the broader global fashion conversation. Several commentators suggested that the editorial reinforces the growing influence of Korean artists in shaping international luxury aesthetics. As the issue continued to sell out both domestically and internationally, it became evident that this was more than a fleeting trend. Collectors and fans alike described the magazine as a keepsake, with many purchasing multiple versions to complete the full set. The overwhelming demand further underscored Jimin's unique ability to bridge fandom culture and high fashion. Looking ahead, this Vogue Korea February 2026 appearance may serve as a turning point in how idol-led fashion narratives are approached. Jimin's success lies not only in his visuals, but in his understanding of emotion, storytelling, and artistic intent, qualities that resonate far beyond a single photo shoot. In the end, the 7-cover project stands as a testament to Jimin's evolution. It captures a moment where refinement meets vulnerability and where fashion becomes a medium for self-expression. For fans and fashion observers alike, this editorial is likely to remain a reference point, proof that Jimin is not just wearing the clothes, but giving them life. As conversations around the issue continued to grow, many cultural commentators began framing this Vogue Korea project as part of a larger shift in how global audiences perceive idols. Jimin's February 2026 covers were frequently cited as an example of how K-pop artists are redefining luxury fashion, not by excess or spectacle, but through emotional intelligence and artistic restraint. This perspective resonated strongly with younger audiences who value authenticity as much as aesthetics. The editorial also sparked renewed discussions about longevity in the fashion world. Rather than chasing trends, Jimin's imagery leaned into timelessness, clean compositions, neutral palettes, and expressions that felt introspective rather than performative. Several fashion analysts noted that this approach gives the covers a lasting quality, positioning them as visuals that could remain relevant years from now, rather than being tied to a specific moment. Fans, meanwhile, praised how the shoot reflected Jimin's personal growth. Many longtime supporters pointed out parallels between the calm confidence shown in the Vogue covers and the emotional depth he has displayed in his music and performances. To them, the February 2026 issue felt like a visual extension of his artistry, another language through which he communicates with the world. The 7-cover format itself became a talking point. Instead of overwhelming viewers, the multiple versions invited closer attention, encouraging readers to slow down and observe subtle differences in mood and expression. This intentional pacing stood in contrast to the fast-moving nature of digital content, making the physical magazine feel almost meditative in its experience. Retail response further reinforced the cultural impact of the release. Many outlets reported rapid sellouts, with restocks quickly following due to high demand. Online resale platforms also saw increased activity, reflecting the issue's status not only as a magazine, but as a collectible artifact within pop culture. Ultimately, this extended spotlight on Jimin illustrates how far the boundaries of idol influence have expanded. Fashion, music, and emotional storytelling intersect seamlessly in this project, offering a glimpse into what modern stardom can look like when artistry is placed at the center. As February 2026 unfolds, the Vogue Korea covers remain a defining visual moment, one that continues to inspire discussion, admiration, and analysis. More than just a fashion feature, they stand as a quiet yet powerful reminder that true impact doesn't always need noise. Sometimes presence alone is enough.